We didn't feel that we had a really clear marketing and branding direction. We really didn't have a good structure in place, and we really didn't have a lot of strategy. We really were hoping to find a partner that we could work with that could help us with that, and we found a really good one.
Going through a name change and a rebrand is a tremendous project. We knew that this was an historic, momentous move for our credit union, something that would shape our future. It was something that was going to take time and expertise to get it right. We really wanted to make this happen the right way.
We tried to refresh a little bit in-house, cleaning up the look and feel, but the reality was we did a full revamp, logo, everything, and we didn't have the skill set on board to handle that big of undertaking. We run credit unions. That's not our bailiwick.
We had little direction. We wanted to take the credit union to a new level, but didn't really have the skill set to do so. We needed someone that could help develop structure for us, help us set those objectives, and to develop a plan for the credit union. On the Mark Strategies came in and simplified that process for us.
We started vetting and we went through 3 other companies and just found that it wasn't a great fit.
Our local vendor didn't have experience with other financial institutions or specifically credit unions. That was something that Mark and his team brought. They've got quite a bit of experience with credit unions and spoke that same language with us.
On the Mark Strategies had a great reputation for those branding strategies in the credit union world and the industry.
We wanted to work with somebody that had extensive branding experience, but would also be open and flexible to our specific needs and not just provide a cookie cutter solution. On the Mark hit the mark for us. They were able to meet our requirements and for a reasonable investment.
When we signed our contract with On the Mark Strategies, it wasn't just about making it best for the organization, but for the individual employees. It takes a lot of emotional intelligence to really build those relationships and be able to work with people that you would not associate with outside of work.
We really wanted Mark and the On the Mark Strategies team to help us understand how to move our leadership team forward and be more strategic. And we've just seen exponential growth in our member satisfaction and our employee satisfaction. It's been a really great program that's enabled us to generate a lot of positive things in our credit union.
On the Mark Strategies assist with our social media. They also help with our marketing campaigns, helping with some of the email campaigns that we do. We've seen a great deal of upticks in our social media area due to the partnership with On the Mark Strategies. We're seeing more traffic driven to our social media as well as to our website.
We started with the branding and got very comfortable with what they do and how they do it, moved into leadership training, and now we're using them for strategic planning. And in all 3 cases, they've done a great job of providing that for our credit union and help move us forward. We are on a pretty steep growth path right now, and things are going very well, and they've been a nice piece of that.
On the Mark helped us with our branding and with our messaging, and so that evolved over time with our marketing department. Mark really laid the foundation for us to have all of this come together: brand training, our service model, this training coaching. And so it's been a really great program that's enabled us to generate a lot of positive things in our credit union.
I feel like what On the Mark provided us was exactly what they said. We had gotten what we had signed up for. On the Mark Strategies brought incredible value to our credit union. We've had tremendous positive feedback from the community, from our staff, from our board. I would say the engagement with our team is better than it's been in a long time.
On the Mark Strategies works with a number of credit unions across the nation, so they bring that knowledge from those credit unions to us. They're very easy to work with, communicate very well, and they're just a great resource. At the time we were formally working with them and then ongoing, feel like they're friends.
Had it not been for the process that Mark used, we'd probably still be there today, 2 years later in the same room, having conversation and debate over what we want to do, right? He was a master at taking all of our different ideas and bringing it together and very concisely packaging it.
I've gained a lot of respect for Mark over the years just because he is so knowledgeable. He wants to be moving his organization forward as well as the organizations he's working with. I don't think he wants to work with companies that are just going to write him a check and not do anything. He wants to see wins.
He has helped us shape the credit union into who we are today And that's just something that you can't put a price on. We've been with On the Mark Strategies for years, but I think it's a true example of how once you have someone like On the Mark Strategies come in and help develop plans and strategies that are long-term, you start to see the results of that. Soon after you put the work into it, you just continue to see all the benefits of working with On the Mark Strategies, because years later, in regards to the member experience, we've done nothing but build on that.
They do speak our credit union language. It has to do with the fact that they really get to know our team. They ask us questions. And so with On the Mark Strategies, they only bring us content that is really going to be valuable, not only to the credit union, but to our membership as a whole.
I have no doubt that if we need additional help, I can drop an email to Mark and say, hey, we're stuck on this. Can you help us? And he'd be right there at our side.